This is a quick guide for existing users of Data8 Online to show them the new features and benefits that we've got in our all-new Data8 Online. So, once you get to the new dashboard, you can see data cleansing services here, which takes you through to this page, and you've got the various options. I'll talk you through let's process a file very quickly and show you some of the key differences. In order to submit data, we've got a few other options. We can just upload a file like before, but we can also choose an existing file or connect to our CRM. In order to select a file, I'm just going to go and select a file as usual. Hopefully this should all be simpler, fewer clicks. We detect the file format as usual, very similar. There's a slightly different interface now to being able to choose and change the column settings. So if that is not a surname, we can go and change that to a first name and change it back again here in order to make it proceed. I can also scroll through all the data, which is new. The big difference here is about templates. Templates allow us to be able to configure a set of instructions that you want to do and reuse on an ongoing basis. So what I can do if I just want to do a mailing campaign is I can just hit start job here, and that will then take us through to just give us the name and the email addresses for the audit as we've done before. However, what I might want to do is use the mailing campaign as a starting point to configure some slightly different options. So by hitting configure here, I then go through and I can see the workflow that's been generated. Now I can see this in much more detail. This is similar to the cascade dialog, which was a bit awkward in the last version, and has been redesigned in order to make it much more usable. We can see here that we've got the input data, and then the plus icon, if we hover over it, says that all of the services, all of the records are then going to go to PAF, and then all to mover, and then all to dedupe, and then there's a green one here. The green one says only the ones which are not duplicates go forward to deceased, and then we can do deceased, gone away, and MPS. At this point I might want to delete a few of these settings, so these services, so if I don't want to do MPS I can take that out, and I might want to change some of the settings options, so I can go into gone away here and I can change the settings. One of the big fundamental differences that we've got is that all of the options now are delivered to you and are chosen in advance of processing, so that the job of buying just gives you the file that you've bought. This is slightly different. Before, you used to be able to submit the job, make some decisions, and you had to choose some of the options after you've processed. But now all of the processing needs to understand exactly what you want to do, and you're going to buy exactly like that. So if you did want to do it with 4 address lines rather than 5 address lines or 6 address lines in the output, you need to tell us now before you process, so that you can buy that. Because as soon as we hit continue and give it a name and hit go, we're now going to process that file with 4 address lines so that you're ready to buy them. This makes the whole process of buying much quicker, because you've given us exactly what you want to need with exactly the cascade that you wanted. So this job is now processing. Hopefully you can see this processing. As the tasks complete, you'll get a view on here to show you the kind of top level statistics as they complete. You also get the data quality audit as unchanged. And if you wanted to redo the job with a slightly different setting, then this button here is going to be really useful for you. You're going to be able to see the results you've got, but maybe you wanted to do it at a forename level rather than an initial level, so you could copy this to a new job and you get back to where you started here, and you can now choose to do deceased at a different level. So we might want to change that to forename level. We're now processing the same file. We've bypassed the whole upload here, and we've got exactly the settings that we did before, but we're now just going to change that one setting and hit go, and maybe just give this one a slightly different name. And maybe we'll call this forename level deceased, and hit go. We've now done 2 jobs in a few moments. That's how quick and easy it is to use our new Data8 Online.